What's up, guys? It is day 44 of the video blog. It is December 2nd, and that means I have 30 days left to earn 220,000 VPPs. Technically, I'm thinking I can earn 10K a day and get done before Christmas. It's unlikely I'll do that, but it's an idea that I'm kind of clinging to a little bit, because if I shoot for that and fall short, I'll still be good, I'll still get done early, or at least at all. So, kind of shooting for that. What I want to talk about right now, though, is planning a vacation, because I'm going to need one. There's a couple interesting perspectives on vacations. One of which that I've heard is, don't take vacations, make your life something you wouldn't need to escape from. Like, we've all heard that, and it's pretty douchey. But, I mean, like all cliches, it's got a good point. Yeah, I mean, don't try to, if your life sucks, don't just try to go to Aruba for a weekend to fix it. That doesn't work, And so yeah, it is probably more important if you're really unhappy with your situation to put your time and efforts into planning a way for your situation to be better than planning what we consider a vacation is usually just an adventure, a journey, a trip. And maybe a trip's all you need to get some perspective. I mean, I'm not saying everything in your life needs to be perfect before you can take a vacation. That's silly. But, I just think that idea is a bit ridiculous because it acts like it's mutually exclusive. The ideas of planning an adventure with your friends and, bettering your life. If you're doing one, you're not doing the other, and that's just stupid. So, yeah, your life shouldn't be something you want to escape from. You should love your life and make it something you love because that's what it's there for. But that doesn't mean you can't take a vacation. It doesn't mean you can't go do something novel and new. See a new place, eat some different food, watch the sunrise and set in some different part of the world. Like, that stuff's awesome, and you should plan to do that stuff and do it. It's great. So, the other thing that I read recently about vacations is that people get more joy out of planning them than actually going on them. And that could have a lot to do with our conceptualization of destinations, and our expectations as people, which are things that we should aggressively attack and work on, in our brains to kind of be freer of expectations and to realize that life is an ongoing journey and that a vacation is something that you experience and appreciate while it's happening, not a destination you can get to and then you're like, okay, finally we're on vacation. It's over. Like, it's not over the second it starts. No, like, live that vacation. Live it. Don't expect it to be anything. Let it be what it's going to be and enjoy it. So I think there's a lot of reasons why a study might show up that way, but that doesn't have to be true for you, myself, or anyone else who wants to take a vacation and enjoy every minute of it. It doesn't have to be any less enjoyable in the planning. But what is cool about that study is that it points out that planning a vacation is fun. It's really fun. And I have a theory as to why. I think one of the greatest things in life is making what you want to happen happen. You think of something you want to do, you think of a way you want to be living, and you bring it into reality, and it's an awesome feeling. You're like, hey, I want to be doing this, living here, having these kind of friends, this kind of relationship, whatever you want, and you think about it, and you figure out how to make it happen, and you make it happen, and then when it's happening, you're like, whoa, my life is exactly what I wanted. And then if one day you want something else, you make it that. And it's just, that's how to live. That's it, right there. It's easy. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's straightforward. You just do it. So what's cool about a vacation is you're sitting there and you're like, I'd like to be here, I'd like to be with these people, I'd like to be doing these kind of activities, and then you just make it so. You start sending out the messages to your friends, getting people to take time off work, budget money. You just start putting the process into works, and then next thing you know, it might take a while, but you guys are all together doing what you wanted to be doing. And you're like, hey, I thought about it, I dreamt it, I did it. I wanted all my friends in this place doing this stuff, and I made it happen. Or we made it happen. And that's wonderful. Anytime you can conceptualize something and then bring it into reality, it just strengthens that autonomy in your own life, that feeling that you can make your life what you want it to be, and it's a self-reaffirming activity to picture things and make them become true, because each time you do it, you go, hey, I wonder what else I could do this with, and pretty soon you don't put limitations on yourself, and you're crushing life in all sorts of aspects. And it's funny that planning a vacation and making it happen can be an exercise in teaching yourself how to, crush life and, maybe crush life in your career, or, whatever you want to do. It's an exercise in reaffirming that you can do anything you want. You want to go somewhere, make it happen, plan, learn about the place. You need to learn a foreign language to go there, start learning it. It's really that simple. It's what happens is we have all these barriers, and the less we solve them, the bigger they seem. But as we think about them and then we start solving them, all of a sudden we start to realize, hey, when there's barriers in the way of doing something I want to do, I can overcome them. So when a new barrier comes up, it doesn't seem relevant. You're like, okay, it's just another thing I have to figure out a way around, and we're going to do that. And it starts to become normal and reinforced behavior to overcome barriers to get to what you want, instead of normal behavior to, lie in bed and let all those barriers give you the D and not get out of bed. So it all ties together. So I'm planning a vacation for next summer. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to see some people I really care about, and it's going to be great. And yeah, that's got me excited to get up out of bed today and get to work. So 220,000 VPPs in December. It's more than I've ever got by a long shot. I think 160 is my max up until now. But I got a great life to look forward to when it's over. And I'm try to have as good a life as I can while it's happening. Embrace the process, embrace the grind. I'm still looking pretty furry. I think I'm just going to keep this, mostly because I don't want to take a half day and go to the barber shop and get it all done. And I'm certainly not going to try to shave this off myself with a Mach 3. That'd be awful. So yeah, it's going to be a battle beard, Johnny Hendricks style, taking it to the champ. So we're going to see what this looks like at the end of December. It's going to be magnificent, like a lion's mane. So that's the goal. So anyway, I'm going to get to work. Got some golden sit and goes on PokerStars this week. Hopefully I win some money. That'd be nice. Free money is always good. And yeah, plan yourself a vacation. Or I don't even like calling it a vacation. I like calling it an adventure. Plan adventures in your life. That is an example of making your life something you want it to be. It's not about escaping from your life. My life consists of a lot of things, and some of those things are adventures. It consists of, a schedule as well, and a routine, and having a daily practice of many things that are in line with the way I want to be living my life, and getting out of bed and living my life in the way that I picture. That's part of it. But you know what else is part of it? Having stretches of time where I go and do novel things. I explore new ideas, new places, new foods, new people, with people that I haven't seen in a while or have seen or whatever. But I thrust myself into different environments and experience life. That's part of my process. That's something that's important. And it's not about escaping from a life I don't want. It's not about that at all. You got to zoom out a little bit more and realize that those adventures are all part of crafting a life you do want. And yeah, maybe planning a trip isn't the best use of your time if there's still major things in your way to fix. I mean, we all have these habits. Sometimes people tend to do that. You got a lot of work to do, and instead of starting it, you clean your room. Or you got a lot of poker to play, but instead of getting down to work, you make a video blog. I mean, we all do these things. But the point is, oh man, I just caught myself. What is the point here? No, of course, the point is, it doesn't mean you're neglecting the stuff you have to do just because you're doing other things that also bring you joy. And you don't have to be escaping from a life to plan a vacation. You can have adventures. I don't have to be putting off or not doing the poker I'm supposed to be doing, so making video blogs. I love making these blogs, and as far as the feedback I get, a lot of people seem to really like them. So, I can do that and do my work. It's not a problem. In fact, when you have things in your life to look forward to and things you really enjoy, you just have a bit more resilience and motivation to do the things that maybe you don't want to do so much, or maybe are hard to want to do all the time. So for me right now, I love playing poker, but I don't love playing poker for as many hours as I have to right now. But I can get through it because I have a lot of things to look forward to. Not that I'm living in the future or anything. It's just, I know my life is great, and I know I have a lot of things in it that are awesome, and I'll have more time for those things that are already in my life when I work hard right now. And that's helps me get through. And it's okay to have goals and stuff. It doesn't mean you're not living in the present. There's a way to balance those things. It's important to think about and be cognizant that that is an issue, but you can do it. So yeah, for me, I'm going to work hard, and I can still take a little bit of time out of my day to respond to forum posts and make videos, because it reminds me kind of why I'm doing all this stuff. And it makes it easier to do. It's not like I'm gonna ever need to wake up and play poker for 18 straight hours without a breath. I mean, that's just your brain can't do that. So, well, maybe some people's can, but I don't think mine can. So, anyway, it's not about escaping from life. It's just about enriching your life. So plan yourself an adventure. Take adventures. Do adventure stuff all the time because it's awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. I got some games to play later.